Some of you may remember Amanda Ellers, the woman lost in the Hawaiian jungle for 17 days alone, back in 2019. With no equipment, supplies, or a cell phone, Amanda was able to survive. Amanda recounted one particular day during her ordeal that was particularly frightening. The fear was so debilitating it was affecting her decisions. It could have cost her her life. Amanda assumes or guesses it's about day 3 or 4 of her ordeal. She mentioned that she had lost track of the days. She was walking along in the forest, jungle. She fell down a ravine, 20 feet. She fractured the ankle in her left leg, tore the meniscus in her knee in the right leg. Walking was painful. Running was out of the question. A flash flood started sweeping her further down the ravine. It trapped her against rocks, knocking off and sweeping away her shoes. Amanda thought she was going to die. At this moment, Amanda closed her eyes and implored the universe, please take away my fear. Help me make the decisions I need to survive. When Amanda opened her eyes, her fear was gone. She was able to make the decisions that led to her eventual rescue. Amanda Zeller's ordeal highlights 2 aspects of humans that differentiate us from the animals. One aspect of humans that differentiates us from the animals is that humans experience anxiety to an umpteenth degree, far more than animals. For example, I know we have some Toastmasters out there. Think back to your first speech. Were those palms a little sweaty? Was that heart racing? When you open your mouth to have your first word, did it sound something like this? We've all been there. We've experienced the effects of anxiety and fear. But for some of us, it's debilitating. For Amanda Ellers, it could have been deadly. Sound like you? Not to worry. There's that other aspect of humans that separate us from animals. Humans have an inborn, innate ability to adapt, persevere, and survive obstacles. It's true. History shows how humans have overcome wars, famines, and yes, pandemics successfully. Both of these aspects share something in common. Our ability to create fear and anxiety in our minds that could be debilitating, as well as being adaptive, perseverance, and creative, are all fueled by our thoughts, and particularly our imaginations. Without equipment, actors, or a budget, our imaginations rival any Hollywood movie studio. Instantly and in vivid detail, our imagination theaters kick in whenever we are facing an obstacle. When fear and anxiety run high, the movie that's playing resembles Final Destination, starring us watching all the various ways we fail. Sound like you? Well, I have a strategy to help you allay those fears and anxieties. I call it the 3 Ds. The first D is called diffuse. Don't feel bad about feeling afraid, having anxiety. It's actually part of our survival. However, when it gets debilitating, consider diffusing how you feel. And the way you diffuse is as follows. Acknowledge the feelings. Acknowledge those sweaty palms or that racing heart. It's okay. Don't feel bad about having the emotion, but label it. Label it. Think about it. Is it truly warranted? Is this fear warranted? This will help you go ahead and determine and reason and diffuse that fear and anxiety. The next D is dream. Attend imagination theater. But instead of having that movie star you meeting your demise in a variety of ways, go attend Erin Brockovich or Hidden Figures. Have that movie star you overcoming your obstacle, creatively thinking through your obstacle, encouraging you through your obstacle. And the third D, do it. Live those dreams and overcome that obstacle. Now you might be thinking, Greg, imagination, theater, dreams, really? Yes, really. I'm going to give you an example. I'm sure all of us either have an Apple or a Samsung or one of those brands out there. We have smartphones. Did you think these grew on trees? This was someone's imagination. And imagination can sometimes overtake the world. Now, I hope you don't find yourself in a jungle fighting for survival. But if 2021 is going to be like anything 2020 was, we're going to be facing a lot of obstacles. Remember, diffuse, dream, and do. I leave you with a quote from Walt Disney. If you can visualize it, if you can dream it, there is some way you can do it. Mr. Contest Chair.